city registration, you find an accommodation, and then blocked account. What's next?
Health insurance.
Once I'm done with all of this, I'm set to start in Germany. This is a very important video for every student who's coming to Germany, irrespective of which city, town you're coming to. I'm here in Magdeburg, sitting here with students from OVGU. I think most of you have come just now, like 3 months back, so you still had to go through the process of the whole bureaucracy, registration, and blah blah blah, all that. Why don't we start from you? What is that first things which we have to get done in first month?
So the first thing that you have to get done is the city registration. You already would have gotten the form from your owner already on the saying that you are staying in so and so place. So just need to take that to the city registration office. It's either you can book appointment with them, which would be preferable if you don't want to get up at let's say 6 or 7 in the morning and wait in the line, where you can get a slot from 8 to 9 where they actually take up the ad hoc request as well. Right. So just need to wait in the line, go inside, just say that you are new to the city and they definitely speak English there. So that shouldn't be a problem for you. You can just go there and provide your document saying that you're staying in so and so place, and they'll ask for the passport as well. So we just produce all those documents to them, and they'll right away print out a document saying that you are city registered. So that's the first one.
Just one point to add. The moment you move in any house, you get two things. One is you get the house contract, and second, what he's talking about, the letter what you get from the owner directly, is called as Wohnungsgebebestätigung. Without this piece of document, your city registration document will not be processed. Just having a house contract doesn't work anymore. So that's one thing what you need to get done. And I would go a little, I would say like a step back as well, which is to find an accommodation as well, which is a huge problem. I don't know how you guys have already sorted this point out, but in Berlin, I still know people in last 5 months, they're still hopping places. There are people in this business who have made this as a business to provide you with Anmeldung. They will say like, let me get your city registration done and you pay me X, Y amount. And people technically are left with no choice and they have to do something, right? Because otherwise your blocked account is blocked and you can't do anything. And you have come here with a limited cash in the beginning, right? What do you think the second thing is?
Yeah, so like basically it's to get the accommodation right. So like when you're in India only, like you'll have like certain Facebook groups. There you'll be getting so many like ads for the like rooms which are empty. So like there'll be like temporary accommodation also, like, and there'll be like permanent accommodation. Even if it's temporary, suggest you better take it. So for the city registration, like you can use the temporary, you can just give them a care of letter. So it's basically you're staying in someone else's room. If he's planning to go to his hometown, he'll just rent that room to you temporarily. So you can use that care of letter to get the admission.
That's what I said. You need that letter I'm talking about.
Yes.
Wohnungsgebebestätigung.
Yes,
Once you
yes,
have
yes,
the
yes.
house owner's permission,
Yes.
then you can do that.
And like
That letter is also called Form 19 to be, for instance, if nobody able to pronounce the word which you said.
Oh, okay.
So Form 19 is a better
called as
option.
Form 19?
Form
Okay, I
19.
didn't know that.
That is a
Okay.
better option for everyone to request.
Also in Bavaria, city registration doesn't happen in a city registration office. Basically, they call it differently. They call it KVR. I think here you look for Bürgerbüro. There they call it as a KVR office. You have to go to KVR's official website and book your appointment and go to them. What is the next steps? What one has to do?
The very important I would say is your expatrio. You need to activate your blocked account once your city registration is done. You can take your document, the one which you get after your city registration, and your passport to the. If you have done it through expatrio, you need to visit the office, submit your passport and the document, and they'll activate it.
Where did you go to do your identification? You have to do identification, right?
Yeah, that office.
Was it post office?
Post office.
Yeah. You have to get this thing done post office. Okay. I understood that you have to do city registration. I have to, of course, for that, I have to find an accommodation, a permanent one, or at least if somebody is ready to give me care of, and then blocked account. Activation is done. What's next?
Health insurance, the major thing, and it is also the second most big amount that would be deducted from your bank account every time.
After accommodation.
After accommodation, definitely.
How much are you paying right now?
125. So if you're above 25 years, I think it is 125, and if you're below 25 years, it is 120. So just a 5 euros difference.
How do you activate?
Best thing is like you can visit the TK or maybe any health insurance offices.
So you have to go physically to their office?
That is the best thing I would say, instead of waiting for the emails or post from them, then do the process all by yourself, like waiting for 10 days, 20 days. No matter for instance, for my case, it took about 2 months to get a physical physical
Oh.
TK health insurance card because of the post. Get it verified. Go for maybe just it'll take 10 minutes. Take the documents like passport, photocopy, which you will have to print it in the ID card, and the immatriculation form. So if you go it and it'll just be in 10 minutes, will be done. The card will come in 5 days or 10 days. So that is the best option.
Basically, they give you a health card, which almost looks like an ATM card. It also has a chip on it. It'll have your photo, your name, and your Versicherung Nummer, insurance number.
Insurance number.
On that. What's next?
After this, with your you can actually apply for this right after you get your Startanmeldung, which is your city registration.
Yeah.
You can come directly to the college and you can show it to the service center and you can get your student ID. So in most colleges, with your student ID, you also get your Verkehrsbetriebe and your DB, your Deutschland ticket along with your card. So you don't have to buy your ticket like for a week until you get your card. So that it's always a good idea to get your student ID card as soon as you can. You need to apply for a SIM card. It's usually a good idea to like ask one of your friends who's using a local this thing.
What are you using?
I'm using the SIM card called sim.da.
Prepaid or postpaid?
It's a prepaid one.
You go on their website and order it online.
It's all online.
Online. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
What are you using? What SIM card?
In Magdeburg, the students are actually preferring sim.de and everybody. So
Sim.de.
the referral.
Sim.de. Sim.de. So it's all prepaid.
Yeah.
In big cities, by the way, students are using postpaid service.
Yes.
How much is
So
this
we
for?
are all paying just 9.99 for 25 GB per month.
Wow. Okay. I see.
So
I'm also applying for this.
you can use my referral.
Referral program. Okay. So this is not a contract. It is a contract.
It is a contract for 2 years.
For 2 years.
So
What if you break this?
I don't think you can break it. Even if you don't
will
want
have to
the
pay it.
SIM, yeah, it will directly debit from
10 euros.
9
Multiply by 24 months.
240 euros for 2 years.
You have two options even in Sim.de. One is, as they mentioned, it's 24 months contract for the same price, like 9.99. The other one is you can cancel every month. So for that, you'll be paying 10 euros extra at the beginning when you're ordering the SIM. Then you can cancel it out like anytime before a month. I mean, you need to notify them before a month.
So widely, what I have seen SIM cards people use is it's either Deutsche Telekom, O2 or Vodafone. WinSim is also there. Aldi Talk, Lebara is there, Leica is there. So these are the SIM cards what generally people use. People with high consumption of internet, they go for postpaid contract also, where they pay I think around 15, 10, 20 euros per month. That's the average what you end up paying. Right?
But I have a friend who pays about 60 euro per month as well.
What?
Yeah, because he has all subscriptions like Netflix, everything, you name thing, and unlimited internet with 100 Mbps. So.
Right. What about social security number? What about tax ID number? Because without these, you can't start your job.
These you can get a little after you applied for your city registration. You can just go and ask them for your Steuer-ID, which is
Where?
your tax ID, at the Bürgerbüro.
Same office.
The same office. You can
Okay.
just go there. So there are two ways you can do this. One is by going online and having an appointment in which you don't really have to wait in line. They just let you in whenever you go, like when you go at the time. Or you can like go early in the morning where they have like an impromptu thing where you'll have to stand in line, but then you can still go and get your work done.
Is this a place where I'm getting both the tax
Yeah.
ID and social security?
Yeah.
Okay.
So for one point to add here is like you just need an appointment or maybe the 8 o'clock.
Generally, in other cities, I've seen the moment you're done with your city registration, automatically in your letterbox they send you both.
Yeah, they
Tax
send
ID
yeah,
and social
social
security.
security.
And social security number is kind of related to do with health
insurance.
So you can also go to health insurance office and check with them like, hey, I've not got my social security. So once I'm done with all of this, I'm set to start in Germany.
This is your radio tax ID. So that too will, in Magdeburg at least, it has to come by post. If it doesn't show up for about 6 months or a year, like students don't really go ask for it because most students don't know about the radio tax because TV, like you don't pay for a license for your TV, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, it does exist. What they do is they don't go ask for it, and like it's just like no one's asking me to pay for it, so why should I pay for it? But then it matters a lot when you apply for your visa extension, where they see there's pending due, and that can also affect extension of your visa. It comes to around 20 euros per house. So if you're living in a WG, so it gets divided for how many other people live there.
Okay. What about visa extension? Because there was a time students used to come only with 3 months or 6 months of visa from India. I think it's 1 year right now for you guys. 1 year. 1 year you have got for 1 year. Okay. So the moment you're going to finish your 1 year, you'll just go extend the visa then.
Yeah.
In Magdeburg at least, are they asking for second year of blocked account or no?
So-
Work contract would do.
Yeah, a work contract will do just fine. But yeah, if you don't want to show them a work contract, and like I said, like if you want to just focus on your studies and you have the funds, then well, yeah, your blocked account can also work just fine.
Okay.